Right now, it is 70 degrees in downtown Sylacauga. We're joined by Crystal Sellers and Randy Caine as we get set for the B.B. Comer reunion this Saturday. And good morning to you both.
Good morning, Jimmy Dale.
Good to have you with us again. And Crystal, you're a veteran now. Tell us where we are with the reunion.
So we're still going on with the plans. We are going, if it rains, we're going to reschedule. We will not risk cramming everybody inside. So if it does rain, we will reschedule. Things are still going to plan. We're having still the same bands, Honey Bunches of Oats, and hold on, I got to get the right paper.
She's like me doing the news,
Okay, here we go. Deborah Hall and Stephen King's group. And then we're going to have the DJ, Jimmy Reynolds, and Ben Baxley.
Brandon, just to clarify something, this is for all graduates. This is not for any particular year.
That's exactly right. This is for, if you went to B.B. Comer school system, you're welcome. Whether it's the 1930s, 40s, 50s, last year, every class, everybody's invited.
Now, what years were you guys?
I graduated in 2001.
Okay.
1970. 1970.
He got the T-shirt, prove it.
I got the T-shirt to prove it.
Now, this is going to be happening Saturday night over at the Meadows. And Crystal, tell us how it's going to play out expectedly at the Meadows on Saturday. When do we get started and what all is going to be going on?
So we're supposed to be there at 6 o'clock. That's what we're having. Everybody is decorating at 3 o'clock. So if you want to decorate, you're more than welcome to come help us decorate at 3 o'clock. And then we're going to get started at 6. The band start at 6:30. We've got Jeremy Sparkman's group. They're going at 6:30, and then the next one's going to go on after them. And then after that, of course, we're going to finish with the DJ. We've got Miss Biddy. She's going to be sitting there with the alumni. She's going to have a table set up, and she's going to register anybody who wants to be a part of the Alumni Association. Mm-hmm. And we're still going to have the food trucks. And the memorabilia. The memorabilia is going to be inside. And what I'm going to have done is each generation is going to have their own table. And I've got loads of pictures that everybody has been sending me. And I still want more. I still want more pictures. And we're just going to have a display of pictures and any memorabilia that people have is what it's just going to be set up.
I'm sure the vintage year of 1969 will be well represented.
And
Mac Adams, and Cisco King. And man, 2 years in a row. Wow. 69 and 70.
Yep. And actually, just the other night, not this past Saturday night, but Saturday night before, our little group, Mac, Gator, Cisco, Brad McCune, a number of us, we always get together and have a dinner before football season starts because everybody's busy during football season. And I brought this event up to the group, even though there were some Aggies there. We grew up with the Aggies. And actually, I've got several that are donating to this event that are Sylacauga Aggies. And they have mailed a check to Miss Linda McAdams. Speaking,
Crystal, donation, we've got a lot of prizes going to be handing out too.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I announced that I needed, things to do with the auction. I've got a couple of things. It's not as many things as I had wanted. But I do have a couple of things that we are putting in the silent auction. If anybody wants to donate any silent auction items, I'll be more than glad to take them because we still need them to try to take up donations to give to the school. But I do have a couple of things. But as for the prizes and stuff, I did have a lot planned, but we were so coming up in short notice. It just, next time it'll be a lot better.
The biggest thing is people getting together.
That's right. Absolutely.
And Randy, telling those stories that may have a little element of truth to it, but some may be edging a little bit.
Well, this may sound sad, but it turned into be happy. I've probably been to more funerals in the last 5 years than I have the last 50.
I've seen you at more funerals.
Yep, and visitations. And 3 years ago, I was out at the funeral home, and everybody talks about old stories. I haven't seen you in a long time. Well, a group was standing there, and I said, I'm calling you out. I'm going to have a get-together, and we're going to call it Let It Go and Forgive. And this event right here could be Let It Go and Forgive and come out. We went deep sea fishing, brought back 200 pounds of fish. We put it on Facebook, a fish fry. I had 150 people there. I didn't know half of them at my house. But what encouraged me and where I got the satisfaction out of it is I walked through the crowd and people had not seen each other in years. They hadn't worked together in years. They were telling old tales, old stories, things that happened at school, playing ball, a ball game or something. And that's what I got out of it. And that's what we're going to do Saturday. There's going to be people that haven't seen each other in years and hug necks, shake hands, and they'll go, remember their faces, but they couldn't remember names. And the next thing you know, there stood Craig Luck and Mike Horton, Pete Joyner, all these guys running into one another. The same thing's going to happen Saturday. There's going to be classmates from a variety of years remember old stories, and that's the encouraging part of this right here.
You know, Crystal, a lot of us down through the years garnered nicknames from our high school days. And Mike Horton was Hawkeye.
Yep.
And you know, some of us health is not as good as it once was, and some may not be able to attend, but they can be there in spirit, can't they?
That's right. Absolutely. I mean, we're still going to keep the plans of going on. I really wanted to honor the teachers and staff, and I have not had as many teachers and staff register, you know, to the website, and I really want a whole lot of them there so they can be honored. That was part of the thing that I really wanted to do, was honor as many people that we could. And if you want to come and you can't get through the website, please call the Meadows. I can give that phone number out.
Okay.
It's 205-672-8002. So please call to let us know that you're coming, because I really need to know if you're coming or not, if you want to be honored. I mean, you deserve the honor, so just give them a call and let us know.
Can they eat there as well if they choose to?
Yes, there's going to be food trucks, and of course Meadows is supplying the alcohol if you want alcohol. So it's going to have it's going to be great. I can't wait.
I'd like to mention that the website to sign up to go, I had trouble. I'm old school with those websites today. And I was telling Crystal this, that I couldn't get connected. So if you're out there and you got that website and you can't get connected to it like I couldn't, call the Meadows and let them know. Many of you have messaged me and Facebooked and all that, and that other message thing where nobody can see it. What's going on? What's this all about? Call the Meadows. Give them the number again.
205-672-8002.
There you go.
And maybe you're watching this morning or know of a member of the B.B. Comer alumni group down through the years, and maybe the spouse has passed away. Maybe the alumni has passed away, but the spouse is still living. We want to invite the spouse to come as well.
Yes, absolutely. This is, we're put this as alumni, but if you went to Comer at any time and you didn't graduate, we want you there because your classmates are there and they would love to see you. So even if you didn't graduate, we want you there. If you were a part of the school through a spouse, we want you there. Anybody. We just want to have a great turnout, and I would love for everybody to have the opportunity to see each other. That's the important thing about this event, is just for everybody to be able to see each other.
We talked about this last time. There's some men and women that were in our class that were quiet, they were reserved, and you'd think, well, they'll never make anything in life. Well, a lot of those people that we considered reserved and quiet and dignified made it in life a whole lot better than I made it in life.
Well, I'll tell you, this is not to boast or anything, but I just gave Crystal an envelope of some that I'm going to honor. Mm-hmm. And you've touched on somebody that's on my list. His name is Stephen Rudd. Mm-hmm. Stephen Rudd was one of those that you just described in school, very quiet. When he would speak, we all just stopped and went to hear what he had to say. He turned out to be a doctor. I understand he became a brain surgeon and wrote books. He is one that I'm honoring.
Wow. Crystal Sellers and Randy Caine with us, B.B. Comer alumni gathering on Saturday over at the Meadows, right there on Highway 280 in Harpersville. You can't miss it. They've remodeled and renovated that facility. It's a great place to play golf, great place for gatherings, and we want you to be a part of it. If you were part of B.B. Comer School, which, there are two schools here in Sylacauga, B.B. Comer and Sylacauga, and you just kind of draw the line right there, either or. But it's good to see that we've got Sylacauga Aggie people participating in this as well. When you mention B.B. Comer and Sylacauga, it's a rivalry, yes, but yet we're brothers and sisters.
Well, you've led me into a good point, because this past Saturday night, I was invited to the 1970 Sylacauga class reunion. Bill Whetstone was one of the organizers. He made me an honorary member. And the reason for that is I went to the Sylacauga school system from kindergarten, Miss Smith, all the way to the 9th grade, and then finished at Comer my 10th, 11th, 12th grade year. So last year I went to the 1970 B.B. Comer reunion this past Saturday night. So I guess you could say I'm standing in the middle of the tracks, because I love both schools. I've got great friends from both sides. And even in our golf tournaments, as I was telling Crystal, we've had so many Sylacauga Aggies support our B.B. Comer alumni golf tournament. We're just one big community. We're all friends. We're all family.
Yeah. Crystal, we're terrible. I am about procrastinating. But it's not too late to be a part of this event.
No, it is never too late. Like I said, if you are having problems with the website, we really want you to come. Just call the Meadows, like we said, and it's not too late. So please, we want everybody to come and enjoy themselves. The more, the merrier. So
we need people to donate for possible prizes.
Yep.
We need honorary. Now there's a $5 donation, right? And that's going to go towards school supplies, or?
Yes, it's going to school supplies, and what that's for is the $5 that you're donating is going to honor somebody that you wish to honor, and it's going to be put in the program at the football game.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I know the Meadows has something in store for a prize. They are also donating and putting something up. So you just, I don't know how much that's going to be yet, but it's a great prize. But they're going to have something themselves, and so you just put a donation there, and I think that's the only things we got, but yeah.
I've been to a lot of events down through the years, and I'm not always been outward and vocal and stuff like that, but when you go to church, maybe you're visiting a church, you hadn't been for a long time, you're always hesitant to go because you're afraid somebody might call you out. You're not going to be called out at this. You just want to have a good time with your friends, your fellow classmates.
I just thought of something. What about, do we need name tags?
The Meadows is supplying those. She's getting those for everybody, so yes. She's supplying those. There'll be. I did forget that we're also having a box for people to bring some school supplies, so you can bring any kind of school supplies, and it'll be donated to the school.
Well, as a grandparent, we need some of those supplies because we can't find them in town.
They did put a list on our group page, the stuff that the school needed. Miss McAdams went above and beyond and with some of the school staff, and they got a list of the supplies that are needed, so you can look on the group page and see what's actually needed.
All right, sounds good. Crystal Sellers and Randy Caine with us this morning. And again, let's go over the information about what we're going to be doing, how people can get involved, and the contact number they need to, even if here we are on Tuesday and the event's on Saturday, we want you to be a part of the B.B. Comer alumni gathering on Saturday at the Meadows. Give them that information again.
Okay, the event is this Saturday, August the 28th. It's going to be at the Meadows in Harpersville. The address is 1 Water Oakway, Harpersville, Alabama, 35078. We're going to have live bands, a DJ. We're going to be honoring teachers and staff. And the phone number is 205-672-8002. If you cannot register on the website that was given, then please call that number to let us know that you are coming.
Now, the owner of the Meadows, aren't they B.B. Comer alumni?
Yeah. Yes, Jennifer and Lynn, they're both alumni of Comer.
That makes it even better, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing. Comer football team plays Childersburg this Thursday night in Childersburg. So you could have a full week of B.B. Comer if you want to come to the football game Thursday night. and the big event for Saturday.
And I'm glad you're going to have name tags. I have a hard time remembering my name sometimes.
Yeah, I know faces. I don't know that. Don't ask me what your name is.
Thank you both for coming this morning.
Thank you,
Thank you
Jimmy
for
Dale,
having me.
again.
All right, more Daybreak right after this. Got Braves highlights after the timeout.